CityJet recently added a first to their timeline when Captain Chris Humphrey joined First Officer Victoria Humphrey in the cockpit. The flight checks and operations were standard procedure as usual. The difference was that this flight crew were father and daughter.
My father's been a pilot for the last 40 years, so as a baby I was always going on trips away with my dad, and I'd sit in the jump seat and watch what he did and operate and everything. I was always very inspired by my dad.
My father was an engineer and inspector on Spitfires in the Second World War, and so I'd had an interest in aviation from an early age, but I never really dreamed that it would become a reality.
The trip today began in Paris with Victoria flying to Dublin. Then it was Dad's turn to fly back to Paris. Over his 40-year career, Chris has flown more than 20,000 hours in numerous commercial aircraft, from 747 to Airbus to TriStar.
When I was about 16, I heard that there was a flight school, training school near Southampton, and I applied for that in conjunction with applying for university, and I was successful in getting through the selection process, and then I made the choice, and my father wanted me to make the choice to go to flying school, so I went to flying school at the age of 18 and finished at the college when I was just 20.
You're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We did have a little cheeky chat to crewing and asked if they could sort something out, and they were very kind and organised because actually my dad's London City based, so it's unusual for him to be in Paris, so we're very grateful for crewing to have organised this for us.
And now it's Victoria's turn to take the controls and fly us back to Dublin. We asked Chris if having your daughter as your co-pilot changes the dynamic in the flight deck.
No, it hasn't. She's a professional. When I do my PA, I introduce her as my colleague and my first officer or my co-pilot. When we were landing just now, coming into Paris, she was my colleague and my co-pilot, and that's how it should be. We'll have some fun and laughs about it probably after the flight, but on the flight deck, it's professional.
I mean, I've flown the Airbus as well, and actually to fly the RJ, I enjoy much more. It's a bit more hands-on and enjoyable for me.
100. 50, 40, 30,
It's
20.
so exciting, I never even dreamed that this would happen. I mean, my father flew with my brother a few years ago on a commercial flight from London to Hong Kong, and it's something that I never even dreamed would happen. The fact that I had the opportunity to join CityJet was just amazing, and today I just feel really privileged and honoured, especially because my dad's coming up to retirement as well, so it's a really special day for me today.
It's a wonderful experience, it really is, a truly memorable day. I thought about it for a little while, but I never thought it might come to reality, but it's been a special day, definitely.